It feels like I have been waiting my whole life for you. What the hell took you so long?
Neo, I love you so much. It's crazy.
I know, Kung Fu.
Oh, my God. Neo.
Garrett, you're a pretty big Matrix fan, yeah?
Yeah, it's my favorite thing in my entire life. It's my favorite thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I have every figure I really like. It was my entire personality when I was in grade school. I used to pretend I was Trinity, still do.
Did you ever wish you were in the Matrix?
Oh, more so than that. I still wish that I'm in the Matrix constantly. And I actually, when I was a kid, I would obsessively draw my characters of like what I would be if I was in the Matrix. So meet Phoenix. He's much more physically impressive than I am. And if you're wondering, does he have telekinesis and ice powers? The answer is yes. I'm a lifelong Matrix fan. Obsessively so, yes.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Is it as cool as getting to host the U.S. premiere for The Matrix Resurrections?
I gotta tell you what, and straight up, this makes me feel like I'm in the simulation. This is the best thing that's ever happened in my entire life, including being born. Like, I don't understand what's happening, and I don't even know if you're real. I don't understand. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, objectively. Yes.
Is it as cool as that?
Oh, let me see. Oh.
Yep.
Taffy. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Hey, Taffy.
Max, I gotta take it back. That's the coolest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
I thought I was gonna be late. That would be very uncool. Oh my God, I love my book club. Love you guys. What have you guys? Why do you guys bring dolls to the premiere?
First of all, tell her how we got here.
They are collectibles. We had to take the bus. You got a motorcycle ride? That's not fair.
Hey, that's very retro, and I respect it. And so are
they're
the
action
dolls.
figures. They're not dolls. They're collectible action figures.
Did she call them dolls?
We don't have time to do this. We have to go to the premiere. You can bring your dolls.
Okay. I will bring them, but they're action figures, and the paint job on them is very impressive. It's not an attitude. Okay, all right, well.
Mr. Anderson!
Plug in, everybody, because we're just seconds away from the red carpet premiere of The Matrix Resurrections, downloading directly to your cerebrum live, presented by IGN in partnership with Warner Brothers.
Back to The Matrix.
We'll be talking to the film's cast and celebrating the next installment of The Matrix in style. Don't go anywhere. In fact, just to be safe, freeze exactly where you are and we'll rotate the camera all the way around you. The Matrix Resurrections US premiere starts now.
I still know Kung Fu.
And yeah, this is a green carpet premiere.
The greenest carpet I've ever seen in my life, and the only one. So it does win by default, but it's very impressive.
I mean, I feel like you could do a red carpet, but you'd have to do a blue carpet too, you know, because it's the pills and all that.
You know, you said earlier, red carpets are over. Green carpet are nothing at all.
And I mean, if you get sick of it, you can comp in something after the fact. It's just like a big green screen on the ground.
I would do hot lava.
The floor is lava. I love it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. I'm Max Scoville.
And I am Garrett Watts.
And we are here at the U.S. premiere of The Matrix Resurrections.
Yeah, we are. I don't even understand what's happening. My mind, it feels like it's about to short circuit. I'm very overly stimulated easily, so right now I don't even know what's happening. It's incredible.
Well, what's happening right now is irrelevant because on the 22nd of December, The Matrix Resurrections is in theaters and on HBO Max, so you can catch it there. And if you're one of those weird impatient people who needs to see it sooner than later, we have an exclusive clip at the end of this very stream.
But we sure do. That's coming up. That's going to be very very exciting.
What are we doing for the next hour and change?
We're going to be having so much fun. We're going to be meeting so many people from the movie involved, both on screen and creatively. It's going to be a blast. We're going to go over to Teffy eventually, so she's with the fans. We're going to see what they're up to. We have so many things in store tonight.
Yeah, Teffy, what's going on out there?
Max, Garrett, after this, there's no going back. I'm here with the fans. They're here for me and the Matrix. Amazing stuff. I'm gonna play games with the fans. We're gonna play some trivia. We're gonna bond. I'll become one with the fans. I'm also gonna interview some stars of the Matrix. I'm gonna do my best to not bring up astrology. No promises. And if you are at home thinking, oh my God, I don't know anything about the Matrix, that's very embarrassing. But lucky for you, we're gonna go down Matrix history, the Matrix timeline. Take it away. Let's see how far the rabbit hole goes. You like that?
They say no one can be told what the Matrix is, but that's nonsense. In its current form, the Matrix is a detailed simulation of human civilization as it existed in the late 20th century. Before the advent of AI, humans live out their entire lives inside the Matrix, totally unaware they're living in a simulation, while robot overlords feed off their bodies. The Matrix also becomes home to a number of computer programs masquerading as human beings, including the ruthless body-stealing enforcers known as agents. Cue Thomas Anderson, aka Neo. Computer programmer by day and renegade hacker by night, Neo is obsessed with finding a fugitive named Morpheus and solving the ultimate riddle. What is the Matrix? Little does he realize Morpheus and his underground resistance cell are looking for him. Neo is led to an encounter with fellow hacker Trinity, and later with Morpheus himself, who offers Neo the choice between learning the truth about the Matrix or returning to his regular life. Neo chooses the former, and wakes up bald and naked in a goop-filled pod. Been there. He's dumped out, rescued, and brought aboard Morpheus's hovercraft, the Nebuchadnezzar. Neo is given the crash course in post-Matrix life in the very ruined world, including the disgusting but nutritious goop that passes for food. There are perks, however, like being able to download Kung Fu directly into your brain via this very uncomfortable-looking USB dongle.
I know Kung Fu.
Morpheus believes Neo is the one, who was prophesied by the all-knowing Oracle to return and end the war. Trinity, meanwhile, believes Neo is the man she's destined to fall in love with. However, while in the Matrix, the Oracle tells Neo he is not the one and that he will have to make a choice between sacrificing Morpheus or sacrificing himself. But she also gives him a cookie, and anyone who's spent much time on the internet knows to be wary of cookies. Thanks to the treacherous crewmate Cypher, Morpheus is captured by the agent leader, Agent Smith, but Neo mounts a rescue mission with the help of Trinity and guns. Lots of guns. During the rescue, Neo begins to demonstrate extraordinary abilities, and he and Trinity temporarily defeat the agents. Morpheus and Trinity escape, but Neo is trapped inside and forced to fight Smith one-on-one. He does a surprisingly good job of it, but in the end, he's only human. Or is he? Neo is seemingly killed by Smith, completing the Oracle's prophecy. Luckily, Neo comes back to life with godlike power because he is the one. Whether Oracle was just fooling around with Neo or he truly did need a system reboot to unlock his full potential, the end result is the same. Neo obliterates Smith and shows the machines they still have plenty to fear from humanity. More than 2 decades after the Matrix redefined blockbuster movies and made black trenchcoats cool, the series is returning for a 4th movie. It's been a wild ride, but apparently the story of Neo isn't finished just yet.
I still know Kung Fu.
And we are back. So yeah, now you're up to date on the Matrix. Let's talk about this. You're a huge Matrix fan. You are like hardcore.
Lifelong Matrix fan. This moment for me is very surreal. I feel like I'm having a lucid dream right now. I honestly just did like a dream check in my head to be like, no, this is real, I guess. Yeah, I'm really, really into this, and I cannot believe what's happening. December 22nd is going to be an incredible day for the world.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we've got a pretty incredible day planned. We've got the cast and crew coming through. We're going to interview a whole bunch of cool people. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a lot of really good, smart questions and a few kind of silly ones thrown in there. So we're going to be chatting with them, and we've got some cool videos to check out. And of course, at the very end of all this, we've got an exclusive brand new clip from the Matrix Resurrections to check out.
Yeah. I've got such specific questions that I've been itching to ask my whole life. They're weirdly specific, but I'm very excited.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you about this. We were talking about, we were, I feel like, maybe a little bit inappropriately young to see The Matrix when it was first released. Like, that was a restricted R-rated film, but we saw it nonetheless.
I had to sneak it a little bit because I wasn't even supposed to see R-rated films as a kid, but now I can. That's beside the point, though.
But
yeah.
it was obviously awesome back then. It's still awesome now.
Yeah.
How did you pretend to Matrix? Because you're still like young enough to play around.
I would pretend to Matrix like this. I moved around to a lot of different schools when I was a kid, right? So I didn't have that many friends, and by not that many, I mean 0. So I had this apartment complex that was my best friend. Because I was like friends with like the neighbors and
That's
the
a deeply depressing series of words.
Oh, absolutely heartbreaking, but it gave me character, apparently. That's what my parents would tell me. But no, so there was this swimming pool that was always empty, and like, dude, it was just me in that swimming pool. And so like, as a portly young child, I would like run along the walls of the swimming pool, like underwater, and just be like, pew, 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 pretending I was Trinity. Sometimes I would go with Neo. It was a mood-specific thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, no, I'm constantly imagining that I'm in my fictional universes, namely The Matrix. Did you ever do that as a kid?
I definitely got yelled at in the supermarket for pretending I was Morpheus in like the paper towel aisle and just like punching holes in that so-called wall.
Oh my goodness.
It's frowned upon to damage the paper towels like that, but
I'll do it. We'll go do it after this. I think that anyone who saw The Matrix did what we did. I would hope so. Like, people watching, like, whoa, I wonder what everyone's version of that was.
Yeah.
To
I mean,
like,
it was a cultural zeitgeist. It came out at like such a perfect kind of this intersection of like, I mean, anime was sort of coming up and the internet was sort of becoming accessible and people still didn't fully understand either of those things.
Yeah.
I feel like the internet we still don't understand, but then The Matrix comes along and it's this like just, mind-boggling presentation that just, like, how many movies can you think of that have done the, bullet time parody scene?
The way that The Matrix cemented itself into the pop culture is absolutely wild. And earlier we were talking about all the movies that have attempted to do that. And, so the teen comedies and stuff and the cartoons growing up that were like, look, The Matrix, right? I actually showed The Matrix to a friend once, and he was like, oh, I haven't seen it, but I was so excited to show him. He was like, I feel like I have because of all the, how
it's
omnipresent it is.
It's interwoven. Now, obviously, we're big fans. We have more big fans to check in with. Teffy, what's going on out there?
Ooh.
Hey, I'm here with Michael. Huge Matrix fan, huge. Tell me why you love The Matrix so much.
Well, I grew up on The Matrix, so it was one of the movies I literally like, probably when I was like 4, 5, 6. So I had to brush up on it, but it was like one of the first CGI movies I'd say. I was like, what is this? So just being here and growing up with Keanu is just like, I'm just very blessed and excited to be here, and yeah.
I'm also very young. Red pill or blue pill?
Let's do red pill.
Oh my, okay. I love your hair color.
Thank you.
Back to you.
You guys want to bring in to start talking about it?
That was good.
Incredible.
That was good.
That was good stuff, getting a close look at that costume.
Yeah. I feel like we have very, very boring hair by comparison. There's a lot of very colorful hair.
Yeah, also he was dressed like a red pill, which was really impressive.
Yeah,
so it wasn't surprising when he said red pill because he was dressed like a large red
that's
pill.
kind of, that's sort of the whole point. Like, if you take the blue pill, you're like, I have not seen The Matrix.
Be honest with me. Do you think you'd be happy enough to take the blue pill in The Matrix, or would you go red pill all the way?
I don't know. Like there's part of me where I'm just like, I kind of want to just, it's hitting the snooze button. I'll stay asleep.
I would be like, does the the real world? I would wonder if it had like fried like cheese sticks. I'd be like, I need some details up front. Yeah.
Name a more iconic steak scene than Cypher eating that steak.
I can't if I even think about it.
It's like,
oh, it's incredible.
It's gruesome. But no, seriously, we're goofing around here. But like the Matrix was, crazy groundbreaking. Like the iconic bullet time scene. John Gaeta mounted some incredible amount of cameras around, and like that was, that hadn't been done before. That had been sort of versions of that. I was reading that there was an early version where instead of having numerous cameras in a circular alignment, they had just one being spun around really quickly.
Whoa.
Which wasn't great for the camera,
There was a quote, and I'm not going to say it exactly because I don't remember it exactly, but it was from and he was talking about the production of this new Matrix, saying that there was rigs he's never seen on an action film, and considering he was in, Aquaman and stuff, it's a wild thing to think about. So the innovations in this one, I'm like super, super, super stoked about. Yeah.
Now, hearing us talk about The Matrix is all very well and good, but what about the cast of The Matrix talking about The Matrix? Let's check it out.
I was inspired by The Matrix. The Matrix changed my life.
To get to be here again, it's really pretty incredible. It's such an iconic part of cinema, of entertainment.
This is not a retelling, this is a new telling. Being a part of this film, with the performances, the writing, the ambition, the scale, the scope, the thought, provocation, it's been now taken to another level. In terms of the Matrix world, we're back inside. We come to learn that Thomas had a nervous breakdown in the past.
He's having these episodes, feeling like he's in a different world than he's actually in.
I have an analyst in the film. He has me taking blue pills to help me. And at the same time, Thomas Anderson meets this character, Tiffany, who we would recognize as Trinity.
Have we met? Tiffany is a mother and a wife and has a love for motorcycles. And through her conversations with Thomas Anderson, she senses that something isn't quite right with her life.
I began to wonder if I imagined you. This is his apartment.
There is this group of people who still believe that Neo is out there and still believe there's unanswered questions to get to the bottom of.
Bugs is a true believer. She thinks that Neo is still alive, so she has this sort of ragtag crew with her, and they're just off in search of him.
Time to fly.
I'm really excited about introducing this new Matrix to the world.
I think people will like the directional change that Lana's taken. She's not just tried to make the original film again.
Everything that's come before this present is being synthesized and practiced in a way that you have to be a master filmmaker to make a film like this. Period.
Wow, look at all those people. Max, do you know where I would be if I was not right here next to you doing this?
I don't know. Where would you be?
I'd be right there in that crowd, excited to see everything happening tonight. Because, you know, I've been to a few premieres in my day in old Los Angeles, but this one is blowing my mind.
No, this is pretty cool. We're at the historic Castro Theater in San Francisco, where good chunks of The Matrix Resurrections was filmed. They did some crazy helicopter stuff. Very cool. But no, they've got the entire front of the theater projected with Matrix code. So just to remind you that maybe it's not real. But it's super cool. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm always pretending that I'm in the Matrix in some respect anyway. Like anytime I go to reach for something, it's like, just secretly to myself.
Yeah. And just really relishing those deja vus and being like, oh, something's terribly awry.
Oh yeah, exactly. But to actually be in what feels like the Matrix with all this scroll, I kind of feel like the one tonight. In my head, anyways.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want someone to fight me a little bit. They beat me up, but still, I want it.
Teffy, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, reporting live from the fan pit at the Matrix premiere in the Matrix. I have some questions for the fans. The fans have fans. The fans have fans. All right, guys, lift up. Would you take the red pill? Show me with your fan color. Okay. I feel like I would take the red pill, but I'd be so annoyed. I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, ugh. Okay, blue pill people, let me see you. You know what? I just might. Honestly. Guys, why do you love The Matrix so much?
I love the whole, I've loved it since like 99. It's just like throws you back. It's like, I love it. It's a childhood movie, so it brings me back to that. I love the classic vibes of it.
I also love Keanu.
Yeah, there you go.
Why do you love The Matrix?
It's just iconic. It's been 20 years, Karen Reeves all the way.
Please stop saying 20 years. Okay, why do you love The Matrix so much, you think? Keanu Reeves! That's exactly, but also the cinematography, the philosophy, the style, but also Keanu Reeves. Anybody else? Do we love Keanu Reeves? Oh Oh no, it seems he's not very well liked. Guys, back to you. Max, Garrett, do you like Kyianu Ривз?
If they're asking us, do we like Kyianu Ривз?
That's, I mean, that's kind of an obvious, there's one answer to that. It's Kyianu Ривз.
Are we on the internet? Yes, we love Kyianu Ривз.
He's wonderful.
We're human.
No, but in addition to, Neo and Trinity, we've got some new additions to the Matrix mythos, and it's going to be exciting. We're going to get to talk to some of those people in a little bit. Yeah.
I'm really excited to hear about these new characters from their perspectives, because I already have a lot of expectations and thoughts about them, and I'm very excited, but yeah, to hear them speaking about them.
But of course, there's plenty of Neo and Trinity. Here's a clip from the new movie.
Who are you?
My name is Trinity.
Trinity.
Neo, I love you.
When Lana approached me, she spoke about having a story to tell, which centered around Neo and Trinity. And that sounded really exciting to me.
It just felt effortless. Neo and Trinity, it's like we're still just in the beginning.
Neo's getting a second chance at his life, and he's getting a second chance with the person that he says, the only person I ever loved.
It's such a beautiful love story.
I wasn't sure I'd see you again.
Have we met?
Trinity and Neo, to me, kind of represent this union. The experience is that something beyond yourself. Whatever that is, it feels like they're in that together.
They both are like well-oiled machinery. Their characters, the way they speak, the way they know each other, even as people. It's just so wonderful to see their camaraderie.
I found it surprisingly emotional. Seeing the two of them together, it feels incredible. Every time I'm in a scene and there's Neo, there's Trinity. Like on the outside, I'm like, oh yeah, this is normal. This is just like work. But on the inside, my stomach is doing backflips because it's so cool.
See Kari and Kyianu reflecting that in this way that is only possible because of the time that has passed.
For us, it was so emotional. It was almost like, how do we not cry?
We both love these characters. It's so deeply moving for us.
The ambition of the story, the love story of it, the quest of it. It's big.
So obviously one of the most memorable things about The Matrix is the fashion, which is...
Yeah. Those are so influential. I don't know much about fashion, but I know that I really like how The Matrix does fashion. And that's really cool to see what the fans are wearing tonight. And even like everyone here, I'm so stoked to see what people are wearing tonight, because everyone, if even subconsciously, everyone seems to be sort of fitting like they're like doing Matrix aesthetic. Some very intentionally.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of that's kind of in now,
Yeah. Oh, is it a good time to show your socks?
You can show my socks.
He's wearing the coolest socks. Matrix socks.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any socks because I'm a mess completely.
But you got your Morpheus shoelaces. You got a little bit of purple.
I do. I did a little purple shoelace for the
I like how
Morpheus.
you're kind of doing the more sort of Zion look. You still got a trench coat rolled in there.
I have a whole ideology about it, like Zion, the interior of the world, and the robot exterior Matrix, like the facade on the outside. It's very specific for me, and thank you for noticing.
Yeah. Well, we don't know the first thing about fashion, but Teffy has us covered there. What's going on, Teffy?
Hey, I'm here with Ellen Holman, who plays Echo. What? Okay, I have to ask you, and I'm going to ask a lot of people, but I especially want to know from you. Red pill or blue pill?
I would tell you, but then I may have to kill you.
Wow. Why do you think people are so attached to The Matrix? I mean, I have my reasons, but what do you think it is? People love The Matrix.
Well, it's one of the most iconic pulp culture phenomenons of our entire lifetime. Even those have come before us, and it's often imitated but never duplicated. And to be here on this day to see it resurrected it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, you guys.
Truly. And also, why do you think everybody in The Matrix wears black?
Well, because, it makes everyone look good, you know what I mean?
You know, that's why New Yorkers do it too.
Plus, you can hide in the nighttime. You hide in the nighttime. Okay. You can be a vigilante. You can be Batman. You can be all those things.
Yeah. That's such a good reason. And also, it's hot.
Really is. You know,
It is
you
hot.
got the memo. Clearly, you got the memo.
Thanks so much. I love my turtleneck. Back to you guys.
Oh, that is so exciting. To see a new character in The Matrix for me is like a real thrill.
Oh yeah, no, there's some new stuff going on here. I just think like the overall aesthetics are really interesting to see. There's a very kind of new tone to it. A lot of color.
The dichotomy between like Zion and the Matrix has always been so interesting, and to see the new Matrix, because you know, a new version of the Matrix basically means a new aesthetic too. And from what I've seen in the trailers and everything, that reflects so beautifully. So yeah, I'm really excited to see these new characters in this new world.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of them. Ellen plays Echo. Just, you know, there's a lot of, you know, you get the kind of ragtag crews of various hovercrafts who. What would be your sick kind of like hacker name? You know,
that's a really interesting
mouse,
one. I would
tank.
just go straight up with ice.
Ice?
I can't explain it. I've always wanted ice superpowers. You know what I mean? Just to be able to like make a nice ice sculpture. People talk about superpowers. Oh, I'd want to have fire. That's so destructive. I just want to make some beautiful ice.
You go with like the cool route. I would just be like, I'm spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you like a?
It would be spreadsheet.
I'd be like, I'm the guy who makes the beds.
Oh.
You know, I don't know.
Or maybe something, you know, I'd respect that. I understand. You sound very responsible. You sound like a responsible hacker.
You are a bad judge of character, my friend.
I would hire Spreadsheet.
Yeah,
if I needed a hacker.
Now, anyway, I feel like
Ice,
that's more of a program, you know, within the Matrix.
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite scene in the Matrix?
I would say, now listen, brother, which one are we talking? I'm so into the Matrix. I think, honestly, when they discover the Trinity for the first time with the, no, Lieutenant, your men are already dead. When that happens, that like, sends shivers up my spine and still does. Because to see what Trinity is about to do in that blows my mind. So I think that's a great answer to the question. But also Trinity falling with the building with like the glass and the skyscraper. Oh!
There's a lot of good answers. I'm very fond of all of the Kung Fu, and we have a little video all about knowing Kung Fu.
Oh.
No one does mayhem like Lana Wachowski.
Lana's all about the action. She's right in there with us, making sure that we look badass in every frame. You gotta see it to believe it.
Massive sequences with cars flipping, and explosions everywhere.
Pillars being destroyed. Punching holes in walls. Car chases, helicopter attacks, huge fight scenes.
And then the Kung Fu.
I still know Kung Fu.
Action is a way to express character. And so to have the opportunity to be trained and to go through these action sequences that are so emotional and have so much part of the story was a gift.
Oh, yeah. They taught you good.
I wanted to be as good as I could be.
With all the action, I really look to Keanu as a teacher. He's so gifted in this genre. His mastery is just really unbelievable. He's so good at finding the arc of the fight.
He never phones it in. His dedication to it is insane, especially when it comes to the stunts.
He's so excited about what he does. It's hard not to be as excited when you're working along someone like him.
This is the best thing I've done in a long time.
The action has been taken to another level. I mean, 2 helicopters flying down a street, in between office buildings, cars flipping. Awesome.
It's such an incredible experience. Sometimes I just pinch myself. Can't really believe it's happening.
People said, you can never do that. You can't take actors and train them, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. Yes, we can. That's what the Matrix is about.
Now we are joined by somebody who has his fingerprints all over the Matrix films. In this one, listed as a producer, James McTeague. Welcome.
Well, thanks very much. Nice to be here. Pretty excited about tonight. It's going to be a pretty great evening, I suspect.
How long have you been tied to the Matrix now? How long have you been bringing this world to life?
This is the 24th year. So I started off on the first Matrix as an assistant director in 1997.
Oh.
And so then I did Reloaded and Revolutions, and then myself and the Wachowskis, we continued our relationship. I went on to start directing films that they would produce. So, and then it's finally come around again. So now, yeah, so it's been a long time, but fun time, great collaboration.
Now, you also recently worked on the Unreal 5 engine sort of demo, The Matrix Awakens. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, you know, like those guys that Kim Libreri, who are from Epic Games, John Gator, he was also, they're all Matrix alumni, John being the guy who did Bullet Time originally, and so to have all those guys come back, we're about like, you know, having good working relationships with people, and to do that and take it to that level with friends all those years later was like a fantastic thing to do. They're really great guys.
Excellent. Well, James, thank you so much. We are really excited to see Resurrections, and glad you're still doing your thing, and look forward to lots more from you.
Well, thanks. I'd like to thank all the fans too, right? They sort of really made these films possible, and to come back again and do it all these years later, it's amazing.
You've given us so much. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now, I have it on good authority that somebody familiar just showed up outside, I believe. Oh.
Hi. Do you guys know who this is? Do you guys know?
I think I recognize him.
Excuse
He's in
me.
The Matrix, right?
Yeah, he's in The
Yeah,
Matrix. This is Kyianu Ривς. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I have a couple questions for you. Okay, I gotta ask you. I think this is the first time anybody's ever asked you. Red pill or blue pill?
Tonight, let's go with a red pill.
Okay. What about any other night is a blue pill, right?
You never know.
You never know. Okay. Why do you think fans are so obsessed with The Matrix?
I can't really answer that question. I don't know. The films rock. Resurrections rocks. And, you know, I think, I mean, they're beautiful films, the action, the love story.
It's a love story.
And I think that the films offer people something that they can relate to in the sense of trying to understand the world around them.
Do you think we're in a Matrix right now, and why did you say yes?
Depends on what you mean, but do I think we're in a Matrix? No.
No?
This is the real world, baby. And why did I say yes? Because Lana Wachowski invited me.
I love that. Oh my God. I'm so excited that you're excited, that they're excited. Make sure to tell Max and Garrett that I was your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Back to you guys. Thank you so much.
I want to hang out with Kyianu Ривς.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe he'll come by here and visit us in a little bit. That would be fun.
You think we're that cool, Max?
No, I do not.
I don't either.
No. They put us in back. They're all out front with the screaming fans.
Yeah, the screaming fans. They said get in the back.
No, this is really cool. You know, obviously we're gonna have a ton of stars coming through. Can we check out the red carpet out there? Do we have a view of what's going on? Maybe. Show it off. Yeah, look at that. There's Kyianu hanging out
on the green carpet.
I feel like from that angle, it sort of looks like AstroTurf.
That's incredible.
Yeah, which is nice. You know, it's cold and wintry out. You know, it's a good bit.
And I like some good AstroTurf. I do.
No, why not? Yeah, but no, this is great. I'm very excited. I hope we get to chat with Kyianu. I believe we will. We have some we have some fun questions for him, as well as the rest of the cast, and hopefully Lana Wachowski will come through, and we'll get to ask her some questions about what brought the Matrix back, what resurrected the Matrix, and what's in store next.
This world, I've wanted to be in this world for so long. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I wish I was in the Matrix.
Now, speaking of Kyianu Ривς and Neo, well, I mean, obviously, it's a Matrix premiere. Why would we not be talking? Anyway, here's something about Neo.
I know you because I know the only thing that still matters to you. I know it's why you're here, why you're still fighting, and why you will never give up. Come on, Neo. This is it. This is your last chance. You gotta fight for your goddamn life if you want to see Trinity again. Come on, Neo, fight for her!
Holy shit.
Viper!
And we are back. Yeah, I mean, these things, we're live right now. We're like live. So it's a little bit unpredictable. We don't know. You know, people are shuffling around.
I have accepted being part of a cringe compilation at some point. Like, just foot and mouth syndrome so hard that, like, I'm just like, well, it is what it is.
You know, we can hope for the best. But in the meantime, we get to be those people who just, you know, just chatting on the red carpet.
Chatting on the red
green
carpet.
you know.
Yeah.
But no, who are you excited to talk to?
So my entire life, Kari-Αν Mos, like Trinity, because not only am I a huge fan of what she does on camera, but off camera as well. Like, she's very, you know, cool and holistic in these earth, you know, approaches, and I love her so much. So
no,
yeah.
I'm dying to chat with Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who plays Morpheus.
Yeah.
Maybe the second. I don't know. It's kind of
yeah. It's a little. At this point, we're not sure.
There's some there's some sort of nebulous stuff going on, and of course, Jonathan Groff is here. Neil Patrick Harris, some very familiar faces, and
what a career, Jonathan Groff.
And we're hopefully going to be chatting with some of these people very soon. But in the meantime, you get to watch us kind of spin our wheels and just, you know, hang out.
Yeah, you could show if we get, you know, nervous or bored, you could show the Matrix socks again.
We could do that.
I could talk about how
we don't need to shut this off.
Probably not. But you know, if you're just joining us, he's wearing Matrix socks.
No, so we were asking James McTeague about the Matrix Awakens Unreal 5 engine tech demo, which was dropped recently during the Video Game Awards. It's it's on Series X and PS5, and it's just it's mind-boggling.
I sent an image to a friend, and he thought it was a real image. He was like, "Are you okay? It was a car crash." He was like, "What happened?" I was like, "The Matrix Unreal happened."
I don't know. I feel like that's such a wonderful sort of you know, joining of this, and it's, you know, it's got that you know, Matrix kind of green filter on there. You can tweak it, and you can just fly around, and it's, you know, it's just kind of showing off a video game engine, which is, you know, very cool in itself. And as James mentioned, you know, John Gaeta, who did the bullet time thing, invented that. Is now over at Epic and helping kind of develop all sorts of stuff. And we're seeing this wonderful intersection of sort of, you know, game development and Hollywood entertainment. It's all entertainment.
And I played the Matrix games religiously, the ones that they have come out with, and I will admit to you that I literally pray for a new one. So to get that Unreal Matrix experience was sort of that fulfilled, but I would like them to go full throttle.
Fingers crossed. Now, Teffy, you're outside. What's going on out there?
I'm here with the fans in the fan pit. One time for the fans. What was it like seeing Keanu?
Amazing.
Did you guys like it? Okay. Do you guys want to win some cool stuff? Okay, really quickly. If it's too advanced, don't feel bad that you don't know, okay? Name one character in the Matrix. Switch. Okay, here you go. We got some glasses, okay. Name one thing that you like about the Matrix.
Kyianu Ривз is in it.
Kyianu Ривз? Do you want to show us what's in the box? Look at that. Am I not a good pit mother? I take care of my pit. Back to you guys.
Very cool. I think those glasses are called like pince-nez. There's a very specific name where they clip on right in the middle there.
You know so much information.
It's not necessirily useful.
Oh,
I do know that when they were making the first Matrix movie, they were you know, kind of basically scouting for someone to make all of those iconic sunglasses, and you know, a sort of very small sunglass designer kind of came in and was like, here are sunglasses based on the names of the characters in the script. And
no
so we got
way.
This, and they, you know, set up shop in the back of an optometrist's office, and you know.
I can certainly see that intention. When I watch the movies, I can see that each of the frames look, it's made for the character in every respect.
No, it's gorgeous.
Man, the bold agent glasses and such.
Yeah, no, they're great. One piece of trivia I love, we talk about, like, you know, the sort of high-tech camera work in the Matrix, and also, you know, how well-dressed people are. There's a wonderful combination in one shot where it's Morpheus and Neo reaching for a doorknob, and you see the reflection in it.
Oh, yeah.
And if you look really closely, the camera is just in the shot, and there's a piece of fabric hanging over it that is the same fabric as Morpheus's jacket, and there's basically like a little clip of his necktie on it, so they like disguise the camera as Morpheus.
They dressed up the camera as Morpheus. The camera was Morpheus cosplaying straight
up. Which is funny, but it's also just, you know, really cool.
Part of that innovation of like, how do we hide this? Let's just dress the camera as Morpheus.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
No, so we're looking at some clips from the show here. So this was, you know, chunks of this were filmed in downtown San Francisco, which is very cool. I feel like this is... I feel like, you know, previous Matrix, you know, it's it's kind of a nebulous city. It's like a very, it's like a, you know, it's
a rainy, a nebulous, wet city.
It's the city. You know, it's a very kind of generic. But I mean, this is, I don't know. This fits the kind of the changed tone here. Is that? You know,
the aesthetic of the sort of new Matrix, because it quite literally is a huge Matrix stand. It is a new Matrix. Is such, it's brighter. It's more colorful. It's a little more vivacious. So I'm thinking from what I'm seeing in the trailers, we're going to see a little bit more of that. So I'm really excited.
The funny thing is, I feel like the original sort of green filter that we're so used to is, you know, that's kind of an allusion to older CRT monitors like DOS. You know, DOS graphics were very much like a lot of green on black. And, you know, you see that in the Matrix code, but I feel like now everything is now we see everything is like, you know, 4K HDR, completely you know, more human than human, super realistic.
Yeah. From the first shot of like the therapist office in the trailer, I was like, oh, the aesthetic there. It's so cool, that like clean kind of like the textures on it, like the sun in the background. I was like, new Matrix. So yeah. That's a really cool idea.
One thing is so great is just you know, the Matrix is there's obviously like a lot of lore there. There's a lot of deep cut stuff. There's you know, there's the Animatrix, there's you know, the MMO, the games, there's people dig into that really deep. And I feel like this is such an unknown quantity. Like Resurrections is such a, you know, it's been a minute, but it's not like there's been a bunch of stuff setting it up. This is like new stuff. This
Completely
is new stuff. There's
new
new characters we don't know. You know, we're going to meet them, and it's kind of like, who is this? What's going to happen?
I personally would love to see an entirely, like a new world of lore, because I have all the old lore memorized, basically. I know the name of the first robot that ever rebelled in the real world.
What is it?
B166ER.
Okay, that's fair.
And then they decided to have a whole war.
So what's the backstory there? Like, what's?
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you. B166ER, he got like a personality, and he started to develop emotions. And then he was a butler bot, and he killed his owners rather, and he murdered them. And he had a Supreme Court trial. And then they said, "Hey, robots versus humans." And then we have the Matrix.
Oh yeah.
But B166ER, first
robot.
The
Matrix. Yeah, and then
snap
of the fingers.
I mean, some things happened in between, like a massive war that lasted many, many years. But you know,
Yeah. No,
so
I mean,
I love the lore, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, probably in our lifetime, I think there's going to be a different relationship with AI. I feel like people are going to be, you know, I mean, you already see this where, like, you know, little kids who've grown up with, you know, like automated assistants, and they're, like, you know, shouting at the various, you know, cylinders and orbs in their house that will talk back to them, and, you know, say, play this song, whatever, and they, they'll ask them like it's a real person. They're polite.
Yeah, AI is getting pretty wild. Yeah. My mom speaks to AI how she thinks.
I'm going to cut you off because Kyianu Ривз is right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here he is. Kyianu, how's it going?
It's going pretty cool.
Now, let's talk about this. You have played many iconic roles. Neo is very special. Can you talk a little bit about why he is the one?
Why he's the one? Because Lana and Lily Wachowski gave me the role. But in terms of why he's the one, I don't know. Aren't we all the one?
We could be, I guess. This is very nice. This is a very nice thing. I feel better about myself that you said that.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Now, what's your take on the metaverse? Have you heard this term?
I have.
I feel like the Matrix isn't really necessarily the most positive view of it, but what do you make of it?
I think Matrix Resurrections is a cautionary tale, but also super positive. You know what I mean? I think it's, and it's not just red pill, blue pill, but I think all of the interactions between the humans and artificial intelligence and machines, I think there's a lot of cooperation and support in there, but then there's also, you know, some cautionary tales about what is the Matrix.
Yeah, cautionary tales is true. I'm seeing us all sort of enter the assimilation of the Matrix in a strange way, how we're all sort of tech addicted, and there's a lot of weird parallels there.
Sure. I mean, I think, virtual reality, augmented realities, definitely, you know, those technological opportunities can be connection, and they can also be a prison.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, you know, we've seen a few shots in the trailer where you have to, you got back in the pod. They put you back in the sort of the pink goo.
Oh, wait, what are you doing?
They showed it.
Oh, it's in the trailer.
I know it's in the trailer, but now you're about to ask me a question.
Okay, so you allegedly, the last time you had to get in the pod, you lost 15 pounds and shaved your eyebrows. Did you react at all when you found out you were getting back in there?
Yeah.
What did you make of that? Were you like, I'm not doing that again?
Yeah, the pod, the goo. You want to make sure the temperature's correct.
Is it like tepid? Is it comfy?
Well, that's the thing you're aiming for. You want to have, you're in there for days and hours on end. So you want to make sure that you're not, you know, getting hypothermia or you're boiling. So yeah. But
Okay.
There's trained professionals trying to make the goo.
Good. Making it cozy. Now, they want to keep you in there.
Yeah, you're like.
Now, you were shooting John Wick 4 and Resurrections basically back to back. Can you talk sort of about what the similarities of those experiences were? Was it difficult sort of jumping back and forth? How do you approach those roles differently?
Let me see. They were both amazing experiences, and both films directed by, I believe, visionary filmmakers. And I love the roles that I get to play in each of those stories. And so I would say that's the film, having a visionary director and stories, I think, is what I guess is common and binds it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's visionary director goes a long way. You recently showed up in the sort of Unreal 5 engine Matrix Awakens demo, and I think a lot of people were trying to tell what was you, what was made in Unreal. What was your reaction to that?
Wow. Really? They couldn't tell?
It's very realistic.
It is very realistic. Yeah. And what's the question?
What was your reaction to that? What was the process of getting involved with that? Like, was it?
Yeah, it was something that Lana Wachowski and Kim Libreri, who works at Epic and who had worked on the previous Matrix films, brought to Cary-Ann and I to be a part of the launch of the Unreal Engine 5 and connection with the Matrix. And yeah, it felt like it's kind of like an evolutionary step into photorealistic humans in a digital space.
What could go wrong?
Here, say that to the camera, please.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? And again, yeah. So it's exciting, and it was really. I mean, I was able to be involved in the early days in some of this kind of technological development with the Matrix films early, just trying to do motion face capture and virtual cameras and all that computer generated images. So it was cool to go from like 2002 to 2021, 2020 as well, to see the evolution of that.
I played the Path of Neo obsessively. So from that perspective, it's pretty wild from that to the Unreal Engine.
Yeah, what that is. Yeah.
Now, shifting gears from video games to books, you infamously had to read Simulacra and Simulation. Did you have any homework this time around from Lana?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I mean, that's probably easier for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Keanu, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for being Keanu Reeves. Make another Matrix.
Oh, yeah. What a legend.
Keanu Reeves, everybody. Yeah. No, it's very surreal to be doing that sort of thing. So,
yeah.
No, I'm glad.
I've always wanted to ask him if he ever ate the cookie from the first Matrix, because I wanted to know how it tasted.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to get my chance. I'm going to get my chance one of these days.
Someday. One of these days. Next time he comes through. Teffy, what's going on out there?
I'm here with Lexi, who happens to be Latina. Okay, Erendira Ibarra, how are you?
I am so happy to be here. I'm having a very intense pinch me moment, so if you could please just pinch me.
She asked me to.
This is real.
This is real.
Is it though?
We don't know. Red pill or blue pill? What do you think?
Red pill all the way, every day.
Everybody is so rock and roll. I don't want to feel embarrassed and I'm a little blue pill. I feel like I was telling them earlier, I'm going to take the red pill, but I'd be so annoyed. Like, oh my God. Why do you think the fans are so obsessed with The Matrix?
I think because it finally, it inspired us to think outside the box. Absolutely. And to really, I think there was a lot of us that were born with these ideas of wanting to change the world and wanting to change the reality that we're in, and Matrix gave us a little bit of hope that we can change our reality. We just have to know that it's really not there. It's not real.
You're right. Latinas can change reality.
Exactly.
Why do you think everybody in the Matrix wears black? It's like my favorite question.
Oh, I feel that it's because it's like, it's the most powerful of all. I feel when I'm wearing black, and it's funny because my stylist always goes like, this time we're going to wear another color. And I'm like, no, we're going to wear black.
You know what? When they pull me out of the Matrix, I want to be with you.
Oh,
okay?
For sure, I'll wake you up.
Thank you. Not yet. After this premiere, back to you guys.
All right, and we're back. So I want to talk about one thing. You talked about Matrix video games. There have been surprisingly few considering the subject matter.
Yeah.
The Path of Neo.
Yeah. Oh.
Very cool.
You want to get me started on this? Be careful,
Which, you know,
buddy.
it retells the whole thing, and I don't want, I'm going to spoil this because it's a very old game at this point. But one of the coolest things about that is before the last boss, the Wachowskis come out and they're like, "Hey, so you know, the ending of a movie isn't always good as an ending of a video game, and it's the most like wonderfully meta, bizarre thing." And they're you know represented. They're sitting in those big chairs that Morpheus sits in, but they look like Atari sprites.
Yeah, they're like they're talking pixels.
Yeah,
and they're like that doesn't really work for a video game, but this does.
Yeah, which I mean, I appreciate that. I really would. I would love to see them get involved in more games. I mean, look at Enter the Matrix. That was pretty groundbreaking in that it was the Wachowskis were directing live action scenes to put in there. Yeah. It intersected with the actual plot of the films. Like that's kind of cool. I feel like that was way ahead of the curve, and games were not being taken quite as seriously 20 years ago.
And not only way ahead of the curve, but like my friend Andrew and I were just talking about this the other day. We still play like Enter the Matrix. Like still, I put up my old like PlayStation and throw it in there, and I just have such a blast with it still. So I sure am hoping for more of that energy. Yeah.
Now I think we have another clip to check out. No. Oh, we're going to Teffy. Teffy, what's going on?
Hey, I'm here with Alex Winter. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Alex, your last name is Winter, and you dressed for the occasion.
Yes, I need to bring a scarf.
Nobody look at my feet, because they're gone. How does it feel to be here tonight?
Matrix it's exciting. It's great to have a premiere in San Francisco. That's super cool. And it's so different.
Speaking of super cool, what was it like working with Kyianu Ривς?
It's been fun. We've done it a lot. It's always been fun. Fun every time we do it.
He seems like a cool, nice dude.
Yeah, and we get to have fun and laugh, and I don't think that's super common for the type of work he often does, so that's something that we enjoy doing.
Well, it's like our thing, to like laugh and have a good time when we're at work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gotta be goofy.
Red pill or blue pill?
I don't know. It may be better to just take both and then hope for the best.
You're a rock and roll kind of guy.
I mean, you gotta wing it.
Oh my God.
But I may know more after I see the new one. I want to see where they go. I'm so excited to see this. Oh my God.
Okay, I gotta tell you. Spoiler, it's good.
I know. They're amazing filmmakers. I can't wait.
Incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Garrett and Max. No, we're here. Okay, come with me. Look at the fans.
Hey, how's it going? These things happen. So one thing that's weird is when the Matrix came out, I feel like Google wasn't really a household word, but now it is. We've got a little clip to speak to that.
Ooh.
I remember wanting a family, but was that because that's what women are supposed to want? How do you know if you want something yourself or if your upbringing programmed you to want it?
I pay my analyst a lot of money to answer such questions for me.
Smart. I should get more therapy, but honestly, I'm too tired. Kids are exhausting,
No, never had kids.
Oh, right. I knew that. Sorry, I Googled you.
All right, we are here with London Breed, who is the mayor of San Francisco. I don't think I've ever interviewed a mayor before. This feels like...
just before this, she was saying, I want to interview a mayor so bad, and here we are.
Come true.
Yeah.
London, I feel like, California is known for having movies filmed all over it. San Francisco has some famous ones, but, I feel like, I don't know, it's been a minute. What was it like getting, the Matrix in here? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, first of all, I'm a Matrix fan going back to the late 90s, and I am so excited that they chose San Francisco for their location. The scenery is beautiful, it looks amazing, and they did so much for the economy, but more importantly, they worked with a number of our programs here in San Francisco to provide first-time opportunities for young people in San Francisco to work on an actual motion picture, so that was really incredible.
That's so exciting. I guess what needs to happen for more productions to take place in San Francisco? Just it has to be like a series you're a big fan of, or?
Yes, well, we have a rebate program. We have a whole department dedicated to making it as easy as possible for people to film here. And we have beautiful scenery. When you see this movie, you're gonna like lose it. And I bet every single Hollywood film will be coming to San Francisco after they see this.
Oh, that's incredible to hear. By the way, your Matrix fit right now is incredible.
Thank you very much.
That's a really great
And you
fit.
might see me in the film, who knows?
Oh, I better.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, well, we definitely see some San Francisco, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I've lived here. It's fun to see. It's like seeing someone you know, and I guess I know you now, so you're in there too.
Yes, I'm in there.
You know what I've been wanting to ask people tonight, because I'm curious about this. You have so many responsibilities, obviously, as a mayor. And you know how in the Matrix you can download anything you want in your head in a second, just like that?
Yes.
Learn how to fly a helicopter, whatever. If you could download something into your brain in 5 seconds and you could know everything about it, what would it be?
It would be I would download the ability to have people do whatever I tell them to do.
Oh, wow.
Period.
Okay, so it might be your villain origin story, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be, go get me some coffee now.
Oh, I see, okay.
And you immediately know exactly what kind of coffee I want and how I want it made.
It's very powerful, because when you said that, I had to stop my body from going to get you coffee. So I don't know. It works. I think you don't even need to learn that skill.
No.
I think you just have it, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
I'm sort of shocked you don't have somebody who's going to go get you coffee. I feel like you're the mayor. Someone should do that.
Well, that was just an example. I would do something more than that. I'm just being nice for television, for the kids.
There we go. Well, London, thank you so much for coming by, and more importantly, thank you for letting them make a Matrix in San Francisco. That's awesome.
Yes, come to San Francisco. Leave LA. Come to San Francisco. We have so many beautiful places. Wait till you see this film. You are going to lose it. The scenery, the buildings, the jumping off the building, and the helicopter scene. It's going to be magic.
I think I'm going to move to San Francisco just to
Yes.
hang out with you. So that's what's happening, all right?
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. No, seriously, I think they pretend blew up the street where my wife works. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway.
Speaking to a mayor was like better than I ever would have expected. Exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I don't know. I don't get it. It's a lot. So in just a second, I think we're going to be chatting with Lana Wachowski herself, the co-creator, producer, director, writer.
I don't know what to make of that. My blood feels like it's just turning to ice. That is very exciting to me.
It's pretty exciting. Here we are. Lana, how do you do? How's it going? You made a new Matrix. We're supposed to come out and just get shot out of a cannon, and sometimes I come out like, how's it going? What's up? Why now? Why is now the right time for more Matrix?
Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just come out and get to ask the gigantic question that is it wasn't planned. It was not orchestrated in any way. It was just something happened in my life, and I needed to process some grief, and I really kind of needed to have all of these people around who knew my parents. And
I mean, it very much feels like a reunion. And I mean, I've heard you say that it came from a place of grief, but it is also surprisingly funny. It's easily the funniest Matrix movie. And was that deliberate going in? I feel like you had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, I guess I did. I've made a lot of movies with a lot of varied tones. I think that's a part of what me and Lily do. We bring a lot of, we don't really like single-toned films, and I know they're very popular, but I kind of like a really wide range. And I thought it was another dimension to the Matrix, another thing to bring to the Matrix that wasn't so much there before. And it was, I love this portrait of Rembrandt near the end of his life. So much has gone wrong. His wife has died, his child has died, and he doesn't know what to do with his life, and he's about to lose his house, and all this bad stuff is happening. But he just goes upstairs and he paints this unbelievable, crazy self-portrait of him as John the Baptist, right? No, portrait of John, yeah. And he's like, what am I going to do? And he's just going to keep painting. And so that's what I decided to do, keep making a film, and that's what I did.
I'm really, really, really glad you did too. And on behalf of myself and the internet and the whole world right now, like you said that this movie came from creating from a place of grief. And I think, I mean, for me, like the past 2 years, everyone has been in such a place. So when I heard that this was coming back, it made my, not even day, month, or year, it brought so much to me. So the fact that you have revived, you know, these characters and that you've brought this back into my life personally is just tears, multiple tears when watching the trailer. I could sit here and I could recite the new trailer to you word for word. I've watched it so many times. Like, yeah, so just from the bottom of my heart. I know it's not a question format, but I just want to say thank you for doing this so much because it's very healing for me and all of us. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now I feel like a jerk for asking a question.
No, it's good.
I was going to ask, you were very involved in the Enter the Matrix video game at a time when I feel like video games weren't taken quite as seriously. Yeah. What would you ever get involved with game development? Would you ever want to make a new game in, you know, the future?
Unreal Engine is there. Well, you know, Kim Liberia is a really good friend of mine. I love him. John Gaeta, of course, has been sort of like interested in game worlds, and I love him. And I'm really drawn to people. So if the right people came and said, hey, let's do something together, I would probably say, hell yes. But as like a project to just say, I'm going to go make a video game now. I really I do things for people.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, I feel like I'm not going to get shot out of a cannon for this one, but what is the biggest difference that you can think of making, I guess as a filmmaker, you know, whether it's technologically or culturally, of making a Matrix film now versus when you were making them previously? I feel like a lot's changed. What's gotten easier?
First, let me just say, you look sensational.
You did
really
with the pill dress.
Look. Yeah. It's like Molten and the alien, and I like this. Is really, the texture is really working for me. Black on black on black. My favorite designer over there, one of them. Ooh. Esther, she loves black on black.
Well, you just...
Anyway, okay, back to the question. I would say, have things changed? Yes, of course. Has technology changed and made? Yeah, of course. Are filmmakers always like just trying to go just beyond the edge of what's possible? Yeah, of course. For this one, you know, there were things that I wanted to do that were like I couldn't just do a kung fu scene because so many people had already done what we did. So I wanted to make a little bit of a joke or a little bit of a humor out of the way the last 20 years of digital technology has changed us. And so the Merovingian is in there ranting away about the digital age. And so this was, I guess, the humor you're talking about. It's like, I can't imitate myself. Everyone else has been doing it or imitate, you know, what we've done, Lily and I did.
Well, Lana, we're happy you're doing it. We're happy there's another Matrix. And yeah, just keep creating.
Oh.
Oh, the Merovingian. Just even those words.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, knowing that we're going to see him again. Ooh.
No, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you for a lovely interview. You guys were so sweet for the first one.
You thanking us is very ironic. No, thank you for doing this. Thank you.
I hope if you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we'll be in there.
About 10. Oh, so many
okay,
noise.
We'll make some noise.
So much. I just said so many noise because I got nervous in front of Lana Wachowski.
No, it happens.
I'm going to make so many noise.
It happens. Well, I don't want to alarm you too much, but I think Jonathan Groff is going to be coming through here in a second.
Well, I'm going to scream.
Okay. Well, don't scream too loud because I hear what you're saying in my earpiece, and that would probably make me bleed out the other ear.
Okay. Well, I can't make any promises.
Yeah.
Max is.
You know, missed opportunity here. Yeah. We're wearing little earpieces. We could have dressed like Agent Smiths, but we didn't.
Who's to say that I haven't in my imagination?
Speak of the devil, we have Smith himself. This is Jonathan Groff. Hey.
How are you?
Better now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Me too.
We're hanging in there.
I like your tie.
Thanks. I like compliments. They make me feel better about myself. I want to.
You can take one.
Yeah.
The mesh Matrix shirt, by the way, is the best thing that's happened to me tonight.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
really?
So, yeah, it's incredible.
Okay, it's all uphill from that. It's got to be all uphill from that.
Still, yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were no stranger to choreography, rehearsing for things. How does it differ? You know, throwing yourself at a very complex, technical, fight-filled movie like The Matrix compared to some of your previous work.
I have to say, I rehearsed more for my fight with Keanu than I rehearsed for any play I've ever done. This was months of training, months of physical training, months of learning choreography, and it was so satisfying and so extremely fun.
Well, you're no stranger with all your work on like Broadway and stuff. I saw you for the first time in Spring Awakening, so yeah, so Once Upon a Time. So no stranger to putting in a lot of work for something, and that's incredible to hear. Yeah.
Now I have 4 words that I'm going to say to you, and I want you to react accordingly. The Matrix, the musical.
Yes, please. When? Tell me when and where. I'm there.
I would watch you play every role. Yeah. It'd be incredible.
Okay, great. Yeah, people flying, slow motion. Actually, Andy Blankenbuehler, who's the choreographer of Hamilton, said that The Matrix is a huge inspiration for the way that he choreographs his movement. So, in a way, The Matrix is already on Broadway.
Wow, that's very poetic.
Very nice. Well, Jonathan, thank you so much for coming through. Yeah.
You're a legend.
All right. Who do we have? We have so many people coming in here. Everyone showed up at the same time, and we're just scrambling, trying to stay afloat and hang in there.
Yeah. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it.
We've got Cary-Αν Mos right here, who's she's.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that
legendary
information.
Trinity.
I'm a fumbling wild boy for this. Yeah.
We fumble sometimes. It happens. We're doing our best.
I've been fumbling my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. We've seen. I feel like we've seen, Kyiannu in a lot of big, huge action roles, and Cary-Ann's been keeping busy, but it's like something just crazy about seeing Trinity like out there, doing.
Yeah, I'm not even prepared for it in this very moment. Yeah, this is really stunning to read these people's energies in person. Really good vibes here, by the way. I know vibes don't always translate like on camera or through the internet, but everyone is really, really cool here, and everyone's very kind and good and like.
Yeah, well, for everyone watching at home who does not get to enjoy those nice vibes, we do have an exclusive clip from The Matrix Resurrections at the end of this whole thing that we're doing right now. You can obviously catch The Matrix Resurrections in theaters and on HBO Max on December 22nd, which I suggest you do. Hopefully, you get some time off from work sometime around there that you can, maybe go and enjoy a nice film.
Sing that bad boy in IMAX, I swear.
Ooh,
I swear.
Yeah, I could do that, yeah.
I don't even know what I'm going to do.
Just make the movie bigger. Give me a big movie. I like a good big movie.
I'm going to watch that movie in so many different sizes.
Yeah.
Like around the 18th watch, I'll probably be like, all right, just watch it on your phone at this point.
Well,
but
No, it'll be good. I'm stoked to go, just to go in the HBO Max and just scrub through and just try to recognize all the, streets they blow up that I'm familiar with.
That are your own streets,
Yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah, incredible.
And try to find some cameos. There's apparently there's actually quite a few cameos in there. There's a lot of kind of blink and you miss it kind of things.
Yeah, people look like they're dressed for the movie right now, so.
Ooh. And here we have the legendary Cary-Αν Mos, Trinity herself. Hi. Can you tell us what was the most rewarding aspect of bringing back Trinity for Resurrections?
Oh, I don't think I could possibly say one thing. What's coming to mind today is that Lana gave me this opportunity to find Trinity again, and in a way, I found a part of myself again, which is interesting. Just because 20 years, I forgot.
That's what I've been so blown away by, even in the trailers of this film, is how much of you, like you as a person, is in this movie. Because Annapurna and everything, like I've watched that stuff for a really long time, by the way.
Wow.
And the way you speak about filling yourself with light and all those things, and it's almost eerie because when I was watching the trailer, I went, those visuals are quite literally in the trailer.
That's funny.
So it's wild.
Yeah,
I was kind of curious to know how much of that. I mean, it almost felt like you were.
It's Lana's vision, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm the person, and
I
don't know.
You've spoken about how nerve-wracking and physically taxing the motorcycle work for Reloaded was, and you do a lot of bike stuff this time around. Was it like
very different because I was on a freeway without any kind of. It was just me and the bike and the actor on the back. This time it was kind of more of a rig because I've got Kyiannu in the back. They're not going to let me drive.
Precious cargo.
I mean, they should never let me drive anyway, but they did. But we won't think about those PTSD memories of that motorcycle. But it was much easier.
Now, we recently saw you in the Unreal Engine 5 Matrix Awakens demo. What was your reaction to that? How did that feel?
I think it's interesting because I'm really not a video game. I don't have any idea about any of it, so I didn't know what it would look like. It was pretty shocking. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, what Uncanny Valley? Like we're sort of past that point.
I know what Uncanny Valley meant until I did this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Trinity has children in the film. You have kids yourself, who I believe weren't around when The Matrix first happened. How do you explain to people who've grown up with the internet and all that, like what it's like to be Trinity and what The Matrix is?
I don't. I don't.
That's fair.
Just let them experience The Matrix for themselves.
Yeah.
What is The Matrix?
Yeah.
Watch it and find out. Yeah.
You have to experience it for yourself.
Yeah, I saw an interview recently where you said that your daughter hadn't seen it, and I was like, I wonder why. Then I went, oh, age. Yes, probably that makes sense. You know.
Great. I mean, I have one question. I feel like we could all use this. You obviously have a very holistic lifestyle. You know, not being present, but there's a certain amount of we're all sort of connected. We're all online. Like, how do you find what's a way of striking a good balance between being here now and being
be mindful of that, because if you aren't, I mean, I get you're just on your device all the time, right? Mm-hmm. So I think nature is a good antidote to that. Playing an instrument, a musical instrument or something. I mean, it sounds so silly, but to get joy from something that you and your hands create versus just always leaving and going to another universe, which you do even when you're texting, really. You're like, you're going to that person, right? Like you're imagining them. So I don't know. I don't have the answer, but I'm trying.
Something I'm really curious about is how in The Matrix you can pretty much make your own environments, how they have fight simulations, the dojo, the beautiful dojo on the water in this film. If you could have an environment that you could enter just to get away from everything,
I have that environment.
Oh, that's a cool answer. Please tell me about it.
I have a forest in my backyard. I don't need an artificial one. I have it. Nature.
That's the best answer imaginable. Thank you.
Carrie-Ann, thank you so much, and it's good to have Trinity back.
Thank you.
Right, we're going to check in with Teffy. Teffy, what's going on out there?
Oh, I'm just here hanging out with my friends, Guys, what does it feel like to be here?
Oh my God.
Should I introduce you? Jada and Priyanka. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
What does it feel like to be here tonight? Besides cold.
Besides us freezing.
I know you're rubbing your hands together.
Amazing. Look at this.
Can you look at this, please? Look at the fashion, please.
I can't.
I have to ask you guys.
Stunning.
Red pill or blue pill? Okay. Okay, red pill or blue pill?
I'm a red pill kind of girl. That's why I'm hanging out with her. Yes.
Okay.
She's my red pill for the night.
I was going to say, I can't imagine either of you being bad at anything, but you're welcome. But if you could absorb anything Matrix style, like a skill, what would it be? For me, I would love to be able to cook, like once, like anything.
I'd love to understand what every language means. I would,
just be able to like tap into that.
Every language.
Even animals.
Exactly. There you go.
I think I would probably want to just have the download. Like I would want to be able to have.
Oh, you want
that? I want to be able to just like.
You want
I want to learn the karate. Okay, download it. Okay, I want to learn how to be a professional chef. Download it.
Done.
Okay, yes.
All the skills.
Yeah,
basically.
all the skills.
I love it. You want everything.
Yes.
I think that's the way you live your life.
I do.
Everything or nothing.
I try.
That's rock and roll. I love it. Why do you think the fans are so obsessed with The Matrix? I'm obsessed with The Matrix. I actually told somebody I was 9 when it came out, and they were like, I wasn't born yet. And I'm like, okay, why would you do that? But why do you think the fans are so attached to it?
I mean, it's a super layered movie, you know what I mean? And I think conceptually it's really deep, and I think that cinematically it's revolutionary, and it just continues to evolve in that way. So
I love it. It is a love story in many, many layers. We can talk about that, just you and me, later. Back to Max and Garrett. This isn't going to be as cool, but you can try. You can try.
That's not fair. We're here with Arundhira Ibarra, who plays Lexi, one of the new characters. You have a whole new crew. Can you talk a little about what it's like to sort of, get a gang together in The Matrix?
It's so exciting. To be honest, this is like a family reunion for me. I've been in the family since Sense8, 6 years, and now to culminate into this and to share it with all my beautiful friends, I am over the moon with gratitude.
Incredible. Now, without giving too much away, of course, what can you tell us about your new character in The Matrix? Because as a huge Matrix fan, a new character is the most thrilling thing ever. So, what can you tell us about her?
Well, Lexi is very strong-willed. She doesn't buy the narrative the way it has been sold to her in the real world, and she just has a little bit of a let's just say she believes very strongly in Trinity, and that takes over everything that represents her.
Interesting. That's cool.
So obviously, The Matrix is a huge part of just pop culture. What was your first impression? What was your first reaction to it?
My first reaction to The Matrix, I watched it with my friends in San Jose, California, where I grew up, and we watched it thinking it was going to be like any other, Sunday night movie, just play with popcorn and hang out, and I walked out of there a completely different person. I was like shook to the bone, and it was so overwhelming. I felt like I had a place in the world after I watched it.
Wow. Well, now you got a place in the Matrix pantheon.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing.
Now, if you could download any sort of skill in your ability, like Neo absorbs kung fu or whatever, what would you get inserted in your brain for information-wise?
Math.
Really?
Just like math. Any type of basic math would help. I am ready for the download. Anytime would help.
So you actually want math to enter your brain? You want more of it?
I would love to be able to understand,
That's
like,
incredible.
oh yeah, 2 + 2, totally 4, without having to like. Do the finger thing.
That's really incredible. All right, so everyone is stuck in the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
And if you could be stuck in a video game or something, what would it be? If you had to
what-
live in a video game
I had
world.
to live in a video game. Okay, I'm gonna do this just because this is like a gift to my boys, to Toby Onwamore and Brian J. Smith. We lived together in Berlin. I would be stuck in Mario Kart if I could be stuck with them. That's all I care.
Wow, that
to
sounds
be
like
with my boys.
That's an incredibly wild world. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. I cannot wait to see a new character in the Matrix. Lexi, it's going to be incredible to see her on screen.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. We just did the sigh at the same time. It was a glitch in the Matrix.
No, we're hanging in there. We're doing our best.
Yeah.
Friendly reminder, Matrix Resurrections is out December 22nd. That's very soon. It's coming
HBO
right
Max,
at us.
HBO Max, and in theaters.
In theaters, and IMAX.
And IMAX.
All the Maxes.
Wherever you want to watch it. You can watch it on the 22nd.
Yeah, just get out there. Who's up next? I don't know what's going on.
At a certain...
All right, let's...
well, how about we see what Lex...
I think Neil Patrick Harris just showed up.
Oh, no way.
Are we checking in with Teffy? Is she? What's going on?
Teffy
There's
in the
Teffy.
Teffy in the... Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry. I was just talking to my best friend, Neil Patrick Harris. Have you heard of him? Hello? Hello? I have to tell you something. The fans kept... I'm a pit mother. The fans were begging. They're like, when's Neil's? They were seriously begging. Make me look good.
Make me look good.
Please.
Nice.
So I have to ask you, what does it feel like to be here tonight?
This is so surreal on every level. Being in the movie's cool, the movie's super cool. Being in the cast was amazing. San Francisco's spectacular. This whole thing is like next level, having a good time.
Absolutely. Do you think that we live in a matrix?
I think there's lots of different levels of matrixing going on.
I agree, we do.
But I'm not paranoid like that.
No?
I think what happens, pretty much.
Okay.
Outside of like Instagram,
Right.
feeds.
What
and
happens
like
does not apply to Instagram.
That's true.
Okay. I think that's the
a
actual
lot of analytics that we don't know about going on.
Insights.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Why do you think the fans are so obsessed with you? No, The Matrix, but also you.
Not me. Well, almost 20 years ago, The Matrix 1 came out, and it really sort of changed cinema in a lot of ways. Technologies, ideologies, and I think respect of an audience, right? Like getting to watch a big giant movie on this scale, and then also have it be smart and something that you think, wow, they've actually thought through an idea of technology for the future that 20 years later is like weirdly more relevant than it was 2 decades ago. That's pretty next level. So I'm thrilled that they brought another one back, and I get to be a part of it. It's awesome.
That was so beautiful. I wish I said it. Can you say that again? And just thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
your time.
You're welcome.
We are Suit
Enjoy.
Twins. 1, 2, 3.
Look at these.
We have matching turtlenecks. Okay, so guys, sorry you're not bonding like we are. Have a good night.
Hey,
See you
we
in a
are here
second.
with Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who plays Morpheus, a Morpheus.
Morpheus, safe to say.
Okay, you play a very different Morpheus. Without spoiling anything, can you sort of describe what you bring to the role? What's new? What's it like stepping into those iconic alligator skin shoes?
Yeah, I think, one, the fashion is dope, in this. But to talk about the fashion, this Morpheus is growing. He's coming into his own. He has something to say about who he wants to be, in the world. He uses fashion as that, as his end, and it's really, really exciting. He's still is on a journey to, you know, to help Neo to realize his strength and his power. But this Morpheus is also on a journey to discover his own strength, and, you know, and power. And he's not afraid to, you know, flex the fashion style for sure.
Yeah, he's not afraid to, because that yellow fit that we've seen in some of the material.
It's my favorite.
Oh,
yeah,
that is just
favorite.
Ingrained in my brain.
Yeah.
That was our next question. The yellow suit is very good. Now you've played some very sort of iconic big characters lately. What is the training regimen like to be Morpheus versus, say, you know, Dr. Manhattan, Black Manta, Candyman?
You know, this was probably my most physical role to date. You know, I definitely had to get myself in shape to go, you know, toe-to-toe with Cap. That's what I call Keanu. You know, I call him Cap. But, you know, it's all different. But this one, I wanted to be, you know, a little sleek, keep the sexy style going on, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that I could not afford to lose, was the sexy, you know.
I don't think you had any problem with that. I had that under control. You're a Bay Area local. You kind of grew up around here. Did you have any, like, deja vu of just being around here and seeing all this?
All the time. I mean, just today I took a walk down Market. I took a walk down Powell. It feels so good to be grounded, to be here back home in the Bay Area. I grew up just in Oakland, West Oakland, just across the bridge. So I'm glad to see people, you know, moving about in the safest way possible. And it feels good. It's always good to be home, back on home soil.
That's incredible. I wonder, you spoke in your Emmy speech about, like, early investors and people who are really close to you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Telling them that you got this role, was that like a phone calls you were just excited to make?
Yeah.
Listen.
I called my mom. My mom was the first person I called.
Yeah.
And we just went crazy. I was in a hotel room. She was out here in California. We just went crazy over the phone. And then I got off the phone, said a little prayer, and then went to go do some press, I think for Watchmen or something like that.
Oh, the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Being happy with family is the only thing that matters in life, I feel, so that's incredible.
No doubt, especially in times like these.
Yeah, there's actually one question that I've been wanting to ask people tonight that started with you. I was like, I want to ask Yaya this question. You know how in the Matrix there's dojos, like they can make the training programs where y'all fight on that beautiful water and stuff. If you yourself could create a place that was just like a place you could relax, like your getaway place, what would it look like? You can do whatever you want.
Oh, man, I would definitely have water. I'm going to tell you, so I used to have a dream of having a room. I call it my cloud room.
Yeah.
And if you're watching at home, you could take this, you know, make it happen yourself. It sounds good. So you walk in, and it just feels like it's like a floor made of a mattress and like pillows. It's a soft floor, right? And you close it, and when you hit the light switch, there's a couple different light switches. I've thought about this, right?
I'm glad. That question started with you.
So you got a couple different light switches,
yeah.
and then you could change the sky. So all of a sudden you got like a black sky with the stars, or you got like a blue sky with, you know, with clouds. And then you got the sounds and things like that, or the rainforest, and it just projects onto the walls and all the spaces on your comfortable floor.
Whoa.
Safe place, you know. I call it my cloud room.
The director, Guillermo del Toro, actually created something like that to write in.
No doubt.
Fun fact, yeah, he actually writes his films in something he calls like a rain room. So there you go.
Now, last question. Without saying anything that the WB will have you sleeping with the fishes, can you tell us anything about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom?
Sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, good one. It's good. It's good. I read this script and I said, okay, cool. I get to flex a lot more muscle in this one, literally and figuratively, you know, for all the fans out there. I really wanted to see what Black Manta was made of. So he's definitely put to the test. His character is put to the test. Got to be a little bit more witty in this one and things like that. So it takes time sometimes to build out good characters. So that's what we're trying to do over there. Jason brings it. He's a rock star. Patrick, Amber, the whole team, and really excited for to put this one out.
If I could be even 1% more like you, your energy is incredible. Thank you so much for talking to us, man.
Thanks so much.
This is absolutely great.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Seriously.
I love him.
No, he's great.
I want to just be him now. That's all I want.
No, seriously, like he didn't have enough cool suits in the movie. He's got to, show up looking like that, and just the rest of us look just like.
He's making the rest of us work.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Now, let's see. Who are we waiting on right now?
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it with the walk. I can't.
The legendary Jada Pinkett Smith, Niobe herself.
How are you?
You are a very important person to me. This is incredible.
Thank you.
Oh, Niobe. Woo-wee.
Yes.
I've put in a lot of hours playing as you in Enter the Matrix.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I've done that more than I've done probably anything else.
Oh, wow.
So in a way, I've been you.
Okay.
Kind
love
of,
it.
yeah.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be me?
I wasn't even prepared for it. It was too powerful. I had to chill. You know, I had to.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so without spoiling anything, you look a little bit older in the movie. You look, I think, younger than I do in real life. Good Lord.
You be older. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I love it.
This is kind of a stock question, but what was that makeup procedure like? But also, what was your sort of approach to making Niobe older as a character?
Yeah, it was definitely, it was a bit challenging, you know, but 5 hours of makeup, and it wasn't until I actually had the makeup on that it clicked. I was like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, but I really had to think about it just as far as like my body, my voice, all of those things, so.
Interesting. And how did making Resurrections compare to Reloaded and Revolutions?
It was different because I didn't have to train. I didn't have to train this time.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a little bit of a spoiler in the respect that, you know, she's not flipping around.
Yeah, she's not flipping around.
Okay.
She's still a badass. She's just not flipping around in this one.
Okay, I see.
Now, you mentioned the video game Enter the Matrix, which I feel like came at a time when video games weren't taken quite as seriously. Would you be interested in like voicing or doing full-on performance capture for a video game in this day?
Absolutely. I enjoyed it so much, and that was so innovative at the time to like really kind of combine the idea of the video game story with the movie, and it was just so dope, like, you know what I mean? And so I would love to do something like that again.
Was there ever a moment when you held your Niobe action figure and just went like, what is this? What is my life? I'm in a simulation.
Yeah. I sure did.
I have that at home. I was like, I forgot it. I should have brought it.
And the poster.
You
know?
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. And I remember somebody gave me a tall cutout, like from one of their video game stores of me, and I still have it. I love it. Niobe's one of my favorites.
She's one of my favorites too.
I watched all 3 of the movies last night.
You did?
I did, because I hadn't watched it in so long.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, these movies are badass.
What was your first experience with The Matrix? Like, do you remember the first viewing of like the first film?
Well, I'll tell you, my first experience was when I saw the storyboards for the original movie.
No.
Because they wanted Will to play Neo.
Yes.
So we had the original storyboards, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is Japanese anime live action. I was like, if they can pull this off, this is beyond. And I mean, the storyboards were incredible.
Yeah.
Right? And so that was my first experience.
That is a very cool answer.
Yes, that was my first experience, and I was in from the gate.
Yeah, I love the idea of you calling Lana, like, listen, if he doesn't do this, I will. All right, just come on. I've seen the storyboards. Yeah,
I mean, and I auditioned for Trinity. Of course, the best lady got it. Cary-En is the best in the whole wide world as Trinity. But I'm glad that they remembered me for Niobe.
Thinking of that universe, Trinity and that role reversal of Niobe, that is wild to think about. Well, you killed it as Niobe, and I can't imagine anyone else, and you will continue to kill it as Niobe.
Thank you so much.
It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
I love it. Right. This is so gorgeous.
Are we? Yeah, this is amazing. Are we seeing this?
Oh my goodness. That is stunning. I can't believe it. Jada Pinkett.
Pretty cool,
that is
right?
absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
Niobe. I'm telling you, I've logged more hours playing as Niobe's character in Enter the Matrix than I've logged more hours doing probably anything, which is hard to imagine, but it's very real. And also, yeah. Can you imagine that was your mom? Like, her kids must think she's the coolest person on the planet.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. What do we have going on next? Are we waiting on somebody? Teffy, what's going on out there?
Oh.
Well, I'm here with arguably the most important part of The Matrix, the fans! Okay, but get this, for real. I hear that you've seen the movie over 100 times.
Probably since it's first come out, yeah, easily 100 times.
I mean, the Matrix is amazing, but can you tell me why?
I'm just a huge fan. I just fell in love with the movie from the first time I saw it. And I would just see it over and over. If it came on streaming, if it comes on, whatever, I'll watch it. I'll sit down and watch it. I just love the movie.
I heard you even have the Blu-ray DVD.
Yeah, I still have Blu-ray.
Are you here with him? Yes. So you're his Trinity.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, I have a present for you guys. Enjoy. That means I'm your Morpheus. Ah! Also, Max and Garrett, you haven't told me I look amazing one time, so.
We're up. We're doing this. Clearly, we're on top of this, and we have a full idea of what we're doing, and we're hanging in there just fine, right?
I'm just gonna say he's lying. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah, Matrix action figures. You mentioned those.
Oh yeah.
We were playing with some of them earlier. This was very cool.
I play with them constantly still. I will never stop being just a child in my brain and very curious about everything.
I mean, that's the thing I love about the Matrix. Again, like that is an R-rated movie. I went and saw that. I think I was 12 or something. But my mom was cool enough to take me to go see it, and it was like, this is, I don't know. It's toyetic. It's such like a. If you want to dig into it, there's like really deep philosophy. There's a bunch of like incredibly heady stuff, but it's also got like people doing flips and shooting guns and stuff and hovercrafts. It's got like a very very fun very imaginative stuff in there. And
I mean the philosophy and stuff is an incredible part of the Matrix. But as if the ships and the flipping isn't enough, like that's all we need really at the end of the day. But they added a lot of other good stuff too. Oh, whoa!
Oh,
do you have teleportation powers? What was that all about?
I've been here like 5 minutes standing right next to you.
Stop
What
it.
were you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Matrix,
Don't worry about it.
no big deal. We're here with Jessica Henwick, who plays Bugs, who's a new character. What was the most important thing about sort of getting the character of a new character in the Matrix, and just really, what was you most focused on getting right there?
What was I most focused on getting right? I mean, I don't know, because it's tonally so different from the original Matrix, so I knew I was kind of free to do a new thing. I think I was just focused on not getting fired.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a really good answer. I think we're all scared of that all the time.
Yes.
So, as we know, the most iconic part of any Matrix films is, of course, the sunglasses. So, when you saw those, well, that's horrible, I know, but those iconic, glasses from the trailer that we've seen, like, those are just incredible. How'd you feel wearing those, putting those on? Did it feel like I'm fulfilling my identity?
I went through like 70 sunglasses. It's handmade by this guy, Tom Davies. And I came to discover in that process that my face is crooked. Oh, one of my ears is higher than the other. Every single pair of sunglasses was skewed, so we had to custom make it to balance out my ears.
We're all a little lopsided.
Little tidbit.
Yeah.
So your career has spanned Marvel, Game of Thrones, Blade Runner, The Matrix. What am I forgetting? Star Wars. You've been in a lot of stuff. What appeals to you? Like, do you go for sci-fi? Do you go for fantasy? Superhero stuff? Like.
I mean, I've done a lot of different genres. I do seem to return a lot to fantasy and sci-fi. I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't have that many friends, and fantasy books became my escape and my solace, and it makes me feel really nostalgic and comforted. So I think that's why I always come back to this genre.
Interesting. We just got to speak to Jada Pinkett, and she was talking about her first experience with The Matrix. What was your first experience with The Matrix world?
I was too young to watch it in the cinema when it came out.
Sure.
But I'd heard about it, and I kept trying to watch it. And then I think I must have been about 12, and I think the second film came out. I was in Malaysia at my friend's house, and they had a pirated DVD from a car boot sale. And that's how I watched it. And I was still too young, and it traumatized me. I'd never considered that my belly button was an orifice that things could enter.
Yeah.
And I had never thought about your mouth getting stitched up. And so I had nightmares about both of those things for a really long time.
Okay, so full nightmares and existential crisis as a child.
Yes.
You know what? I think we can all relate with that a little bit. Yeah.
I feel like you owe Lana $20 for that DVD. That's.
I do. I shouldn't talk about it.
Also, remember when DVDs were $20? Yeah.
Those were the days. What kind of direction did Lana give you as a new character? Like, sort of, how did you get in character as Bugs?
Lana doesn't really give that kind of character type direction. It was quite minute and specific. Like, okay, how about changing the intonation or the pronunciation or emphasize this word? It was like very, very minute to get it to how she heard it in her head. She's such a wordsmith. That's what she wanted. But we actually didn't talk about character at all. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, and also the trust too. Like, that's the great thing that a director can do.
She's been living in the Matrix world for longer than I've been alive, so I really did give myself over to her, and I was like, I'm a vessel for whatever you want, and yeah.
So you've been in plenty of sort of different cinematic universes. If you had to be stuck in a video game like The Matrix, where would you get stuck?
If I was stuck in a video game like The Matrix, where would I get stuck? Like,
what game? Like, if you had to be stuck in a video.
I would probably go for something like Oblivion or Skyrim, like a huge open world. Or like an old school 90s point and click adventure game. I used to be obsessed with those.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay,
those are both correct answers, so yeah.
And a point and click sounds a little safer, so I'm rooting for that one. Also,
it is pretty safe.
thank you so much for talking to us. I cannot wait to see bugs on screen. It's going to be incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ugh.
All right, and we have Neil Patrick Harris coming in through here, I believe, maybe?
Wow.
Neil! Oh, they're snapping a full cast photo over there.
Well, we're just screaming at Neil Patrick Harris then.
Yeah, no big deal.
You know, at this point.
But I mean, he's got it's hard to say who's got the best outfit here, but he's got a really good outfit.
I'd say y'all aren't prepared for his suit, but I know you already saw it. But oh my goodness, under this light, it's
like
really
I know
gonna
that there's that whole sort of that cliche of the people on the red carpet being, look what everyone's wearing. It looks so great, but like. The Matrix is very fashionable, so I feel like it's okay in the case of, you know.
Speaking of, geez Louise, I can't with him. I can't. He's so cool.
No, it's awesome. Yeah, we still got a few people coming through. They're obviously taking the big picture.
Well, if we have time, we'll show them our special Matrix interpretive dance, you know?
Taffy, what's going on out there?
Sure. Interpretive dance it is.
Interpretive dance, yeah.
This one's called Entering Zion. It's about 16 minutes, so everyone get ready.
Oh, boy.
It takes a really long time.
I hope we do get a Matrix musical, you know, honestly.
I would write it. I mean, it's star in it, even though I can't really sing. I would do my best.
It's got wire work, you know, it's choreography. It works fine.
Yeah.
Why not?
A musical with wire work?
I want to hear like a full chorus version of like, you know, like Wake Up or Dragula or Minefields or whatever.
That is a really good idea. I would like to hear how the Sentinels would sing. Maybe
just probably just blasting crystal method. I don't know.
Maybe little mouths on the end of their little metal tentacles.
Yeah. I mean the original Matrix soundtrack was that was near and dear to me. Oh, I played that constantly.
I had Reloaded soundtrack in my car, and I would just be in my car like, you know, just driving like 41 miles per hour, just feeling like I was, you know, Niobe.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're touching about how like the sort of the Matrix came out at the sort of intersection of like, you know, the internet and, you know, anime stuff, but also like alternative culture.
Yeah.
Like that was such a, I mean, you know, that so many people sort of jumped on that aesthetic and,
yeah.
You know. Hey, Teffy, what's up?
Sorry.
Do we have Teffy here in person?
Oh, sorry. Why did you guys tell me that? Somebody told me that you guys brought out your dolls. So I ran over here.
Oh, we need to talk about this.
Oh, God.
They're beautiful figurines.
How come you told everybody that they look great but not me?
I told you looked great in my head just now when you made me feel guilty about not telling you that.
Go on.
Yeah.
How's the carpet for you?
Oh, it's you're going to tell me something nice. The carpet's amazing. The fans are incredible. When Keanu came through, when Jada came through, when Alex Winters came through, when Jada Pinkett Smith came through, and Priyanka Chopra came through, you know, like everybody went insane. I kept my cool though.
You did. You look really cool out there.
I actually screamed. I almost fainted.
Now that they're not around and they can't hear you, who was the best dressed of the fans? Was there anyone that you were like, wow, you did
Neil
it all?
Neil Patrick Harris was...
No, the fans.
Oh, the fans.
Yeah.
I think...
Did anyone go full cosplay back there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a group of fans back there, and one of them is dressed as Trinity, and she brought her, like, 9-year-old son.
What?
Oh, it's incredible.
Wait, also dressed as Trinity?
No.
Oh, that would be really funny. Little
like
mini Trinity.
I raised him on The Matrix. I was like, that's amazing. And I asked him, like, what's your favorite Matrix? And he was like, the first one. I'm like,
all right, yeah.
Okay. Wait till you see this one.
Oh, man.
You like how I did that?
Oh,
that was good.
Very nice.
Thank
anyway,
you.
You can see The Matrix Resurrections on December 22nd. You can see it in theaters. You can see it on HBO Max. You can see it in IMAX, which is another kind of theater. Yeah, and if you want to stick around to the end of this stream, we've got an exclusive clip to show you, which I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is either, but I'm going to be watching it very
They
excited.
don't tell us these things.
Where can they get dolls? Just kidding.
I mean, come on.
We're long overdue for some new Matrix figures. I hope we get some.
I hope we get so many more dolls, okay? I hope we get countless dolls.
I hope so, too.
Yes.
I hope so, too.
How was the other fan interaction stuff out there?
It was great. I feel like everybody there is just like so excited. I mean, you saw that one person saw it over 100 times.
What?
Yeah. He was like, I have it on DVD, even Blu-ray.
Oh, and if we look right now, it looks like they are going.
Oh, that's my friend Keanu.
Oh, that's
my friend. Yeah.
Oh, I think I met him. Yeah.
Oh.
This is the full cast photo. They're all getting together.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, look at that. Incredible.
Should we go out there? No, we'll stay. We should let them have their moment.
They've got enough
we should
of us.
let them have their moment.
They're bored of us.
You can't see it, but there's a giant red pill.
Yeah. If you squint your eyes, if you squint your eyes, there's a red pill.
And there's a very cool Mercedes inside it. And then down the way, there's a blue pill, which is much less exciting. Which is, fitting. The blue pill is pretty much the wrong answer here.
To production, it's a very cool blue pill. It's a very cool blue pill. But would you take the blue pill or the red pill? I can't remember if I asked you.
I think I said I would take the blue pill just because
We're chilling.
I'm lazy.
We're chilling.
I don't want to do bullet time jumps. And,
I don't think I'd make it very far.
I get queasy. I don't want to get sucked through a mirror and have
I get nauseous so easily.
I'm not saying I would cipher it. Once I got into Zion and saw like, oh wait, there's only sludge, but I would probably find a different way. I'd have like a chill conversation with an agent and be like, can I get cheese sticks again?
Maybe I'd bartend or something in this world. Maybe
exactly.
Everybody needs like a cool bartender or like a barista.
Yeah, like I'm not giving you the access codes to Zion, but like maybe I can give you like a back rub or something.
It's just a regular job there.
Yeah.
What's just
Remember when it was like the end of the world and they were all dancing? I want to go to that. Everything else though.
I would like to go into that a lot.
I feel like people make fun of that scene, but I think that scene's really cool. I think 15-year-old boys make fun of that scene in 2003.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I do when I watch that scene? I look right at the TV like this.
Oh yeah. We should all watch it later and just dance weird.
Okay.
Here's this cast getting together. We are about wrapping things up here, but there still is an exclusive clip we're going to show off.
Ooh.
You're getting to see all these outfits together.
Do you see the dress?
This is amazing. This is very cool. Teffy, Garrett, thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you, Max Scoville.
Once again, this has been The Matrix Resurrections U.S. premiere.
December 22nd.
Yep. HBO Max in theaters. Check it out. But is our clip ready? Can we toss the clip, or are we checking this out? We're going to do a full cast photo.
Oh wow! Oh, that dress is stealing some attention.
The dress is insane.
Wow!
The dress is insane. Oh my God! Oh, make room for Jada, everybody. I'm obsessed. Look at this. Oh my God. I didn't get the red pantyhose memo. I would have done it.
That's fine. I didn't do it either. If it makes you feel any better.
What?
I didn't.
Prove it.
I think there's a good amount of like black leather and sort of biomechanical aesthetic, and we got some sequins in there, but also like some very nice colors, very bright colors.
I feel like people don't talk about the style of the Matrix enough. Everyone's talking about like the theories and the technology and the philosophy, but the style of the Matrix is super freaking cool.
Yeah, the Neil Patrick Harris's fit is so cool. What's that? The children's book, like the Rainbow Fish or whatever?
I love Rainbow Fish.
Me too.
If anything, Rainbow Fish is the Matrix of the sea.
Whoa, that's a really cool thing to say. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're not wrong. That's kind of astute.
That was actually really deep. I'm like obsessed that I said that.
All right.
Remember that.
I think we're actually wrapping things up now. There is the cast of The Matrix Resurrections. This has been IGN Live. Huge thanks to everybody at WB for making this happen. Once again, one last time, Matrix Resurrections, December 22nd, HBO Max in theaters. Check it out. But first, check out this clip from the movie. It's an exclusive.
That comes out December 22nd.
I fly or I fall.
Yeah. Who the hell are you?
You won't remember me. But a long time ago, you changed my life. When you leapt off another roof. Back then, I was just like any other copper-top, pretending my life. Until I looked up, and I saw you. It was a different you, but I saw the real you. Just a second before. You leapt. And you never fell. I knew one day I would find you. And that when I did, you would be ready for this. If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
Okay.